and hi guys, hi there, how are all of you? I hope you all are fine. Well, my name is Yusuf and I'm back on Yusuf Reacts. Well guys, today I'm back again with a very interesting movie review for you people. Well, there is a lot to talk about this particular movie. If I talk about this particular film, there are a lot of things that are really, some things that you really love about this film. It teaches you a lesson also at the same time. Now, we come across two main leads of this particular movie. One is Ben Stiller and the second one is Jennifer Aniston. Now, that is not something which is the main highlight of this particular movie. Let's go on and let's have a look at it. But before we start, this movie is going to be something that again has that rom-com thing in it, and it's really lovely. The movie that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Along Came Polly. Now, the title in itself tells you how things eventually tend to happen. We come across Ben Stiller being a particular individual who is a risk analyst for an insurance company. Now, eventually the things that we see over there is this, that he's someone who has got his life calculated. Everything is on, and he's, got each and everything planned in such a good manner that he knows what are the things that he's going to be going for. And he evaluates his risk and each and everything that are there. The thing which tends to happen is this, that he falls in love with a girl, and he eventually tends to marry that particular lady after dating her up for years, and then eventually they both get married. So we see this thing up that now eventually he's got married and he's extremely happy, and then eventually they plan to go on their first honeymoon. Eventually when they go for their honeymoon, the thing which happens is this, that lady eventually gets caught by him, and she's having love with a scuba diver, and that is something that really hurts and pinches him. And then eventually he leaves her and he comes back, but that lady, she does not come along, and so this becomes a tragedy for the particular guy himself, who felt so much humiliated with what had happened, and that's how the things eventually unfolds. Then one day he comes across his former schoolmate known as Jennifer Aniston, means obviously Polly. So eventually comes across her, and he sees her. Now she's a hippie. She does not like to stay at a good particular place. Her life is not at all organized, and each and everything that is there, all the things are messed up. She loves to go for and hangs out for different kinds of things that are there. Now this lady is totally the complete opposite of what he is. Now eventually with time, she's someone who also is afraid of relationships, and serious relationships is what's the problem with her. She does not want to get into a serious relationship, whereas on the other hand, Ben is someone who wants, obviously he is someone who thinks and looks at life from a different perspective. He wants things to be getting settled and so on, but eventually her company is something that he tends to enjoy, and he does things that he has never done before. Like he's someone who is not or who is having medical issues when it comes to eating spicy food and stuff like that, and behaving like hippies or doing salsa moves or stuff like that, and going to that certain kinds of downtown clubs that are there, and these are the particular things that eventually tend to happen. But with time, eventually we see this thing up that he literally does fall in love with her. And Jennifer Aniston also has a soft corner for him. Now, when all the things are going on fine, we come to know that his wife, who had dumped him, is now back. She's again saying or regretting her decision that she had taken, and now she wants Ben Stiller to take her back, and they carry on with it. But now Ben Stiller wants to take a stand because of the fact that the humiliation and each and everything, he just can't get over it. And obviously it is something that is not convincing also. Anyhow, the thing which tends to happen is this, that with time then he realizes that the lady that he eventually wants to be in, or he wants to get married to, is not his old wife who dumped him, but it's Jennifer Aniston. In other words, it's Polly. And eventually with Polly, he feels a new transitional change in himself, and he also tends to love her even more. So this is the whole plot of the particular movie. A very nice romantic film, especially if I talk about the acting of Ben Stiller. He's someone who has done a remarkable job because of the fact that his comic timings are something that are really good. If I say this thing up, there are three particular individuals whom I have always been so fond of whenever they have done anything related to comedy. First one is obviously Jim Carrey, he's awesome. Second one is obviously Steve Carell, and the third one is Ben Stiller. All three of them are just too good. I hope you guys loved my review that I have just presented in front of you. If you guys have not seen it, I would prefer that you guys go for it. And if you have a partner, it would even be much wonderful that you have a look at this particular movie with your partner, because you both are really gonna enjoy yourself. This is me, Yusuf, saying goodbye to you people. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Take care. Bye.